Hello people, welcome back to the channel. It's been a week, maybe? No, 2 weeks. But I'm back. Like I said earlier on Twitter, I was going to bring a video out explaining my tier list from earlier, which caused some interesting debates and a few things. But you know, we're all good. I don't care. People will be childish. People will be people. I don't care. Yeah, let's get into the video. I'm basically gonna go from the bottom to the top, so from the plain bad to meh to fantastic to poetic television and then to legendary. Well, that's what they're put at. So yeah, we're gonna go through that, and then we're gonna do that. So right, so yeah, let's get into it. So in plain bad, I've put first of all in there is series 11, and now I don't think I need to explain, I don't think I need to explain much why this is, but in my opinion, series 11 is just a mess. There's just no constant there. It's just the writing isn't great. Yaz and Ryan have no character development whatsoever. Graham does, marginally, and for me there was just nothing ever in there that made me get that. There was nothing that made me like Jodie's doctor in series 11. I finished series 11 when I first watched it frustrated because I wanted to get that connection with Jodie's doctor, and it just never was there. It never happened. I hear people say Rosa was the best episode of the series. I mean, it was good. My issue with it is Krasko. I don't see why he was ever there. It could have been a pure historical, but that put out a very important message, especially with what we've had going on. I know it was filmed. I know it's series 11 and it's gone now, but you throw Krasko in there, and for me personally, it damages the episode because Krasko could have been a good idea, but unfortunately, it just didn't. Krasko was put in there, and the episode it lost some of that. It just lost some ratings for me because of Krasko. He just didn't add anything. Personally, I'd say the best episode of that series was The Woman Who Fell to Earth. I thought that was quite good. But apart from that, honestly, I don't think any of series 11 gets above a 3 out of 10 for me. It's harsh, and I've watched it twice now. I watched it back, and start of the year, and still, it's frustrating, but it is what it is, I'm afraid. Now second in the bottom tier, the plain bad section. Now this, I was leaning towards meh, but I put it in plain bad in the end, and it's series 12. Again, it's definitely better than series 11. It is definitely 100% better than series 11. It's got more of a structure to it. The episodes are more they're more enjoyable, but they still aren't they're definitely enjoyable to watch, but would I want to watch them back willingly? I just can't say I would. Maybe Fugitive of the Jadoon, because that's quite good. Because we get the Jadoon back from Tennant's era. We get the Roof Doctor, which I'm still very excited to find out more about. Yeah. But apart from that, honestly, I can't really think of another episode I want to watch back. I really can't. Like, the rest of it, again, it's the rest. At least with series 12, I can say that most of them are 5 out of 10, maybe, with Fugitive being an 8 because it's really good. But yeah, I really haven't got much else to say about it, unfortunately. So that's the bottom tier done. Now we move into the meh tier, and there's only one series in this, and that's series 8. And I was discussing this with someone on Twitter earlier. The reason why series 8 is where it is because of the Clara and Danny relationship. For me, it just didn't work. It just didn't. Like, it just made Clara just treat the Doctor terribly. Like, I get she done that I get she mainly done that on her own, but with the Danny stuff in it, it just made it worse because, yeah, she was, yeah, for me, series 8, it has some good episodes, but, yeah, it's just the Clara and Danny stuff. I just can't. I think if it was written differently, it definitely could have worked, but it was just the way it was written. It's meh because of that Clara and Danny relationship. For me personally, like, it's fine if anyone else thinks it worked. That's completely fine. I can respect that and understand that. But for me, it just didn't work. Now we move on to the fantastic tier. And there's 2, and these are very close. Yeah, seriously close. But if I was to put one in front of the other, I think I'd put series 9. I'd put series 9, and then put the other one ahead of it, if you get what I mean. Series 9, it was definitely a massive upgrade on Series 8. The Clara and Doctor relationship massively improved. It fixed many things, and it has, this might be a bit controversial, but it has one of my favourite Dalek stories in it, the 2-parter. Yeah, I like that because we get Davros back, and Davros is Davros. I mean, who doesn't love Davros? Yeah, that's why it's ranked higher than Series 8 for me. And also, plus, like I say, that Doctor Clara relationship was fixed. And I mean, yes, and I mean, I know Series 8 has Series 9 has Hellbent in it, but honestly, I don't mind Hellbent. I quite like Hellbent. I know Hellbent's like Marmite. You either love it or you hate it. Personally, I like it. I have no issue with it. But I know quite a few people don't like it, and that's completely fine. Again, opinions are opinions. And yeah, but yeah, overall, Series 9 is definitely a better series than Series 8 for sure. Yeah. And now next is Series 6. I've just put it ahead of Series 9, but like I said, they are very close. Now, Series 6, again, another series I enjoyed, for sure. Hence why it's in the fantastic tier. the reason why it's in the fantastic tier is because it was amazing, but I just never really have much to say about it. It was just fun to watch. There wasn't any there wasn't anything to put it in poetic television, but it wasn't dull either. I enjoyed it. Yeah, it was just a solid series. That straight up, it was series 6 was just solid. I really enjoyed it. It's a good series, hence why it's in fantastic. But like I say, there's just nothing really. There's nothing to boost it up to a higher tier, but it definitely doesn't deserve meh. It definitely doesn't. So that's why it's in the middle. Fantastic is the middle tier, and that's why it's there. And now we're going up to poetic television, and now this is where things start to get tasty, per se. And now these are not in the right order on here. But yeah, right, so for poetic television, now the first one, I'd say, yeah, right, I'll do this. Right, so first of all, in the poetic television tier, we have series 2. Now for me, I like this series. I really like this series. I know Fear Her and Love of Monsters is a bit, it's not, they're not great episodes, are they? But they aren't, well, you could argue they're terrible, but they don't annoy me. I don't mind watching them. It's not like it's not like I think about watching series 2 and I'm like, oh, I've got to watch Love and Monsters, oh, I've got to watch Fear Her. Like, it's not to the point where it puts me off. They just aren't. They're the weakest episodes in a strong series, because I mean, apart from that, I like all the series one, from Christmas Invasion to New Earth. I know New Earth's another one, but another love or hate one. But I like New Earth. I just find David Tennant and Billy Piper doing just comedy gold in that episode. It's just so funny when they're pretending to be Cassandra. I still laugh about it. Yeah, the Tooth and Claw school reunion and so on, and the Cyberman 2 part. I love that. Like the RTD Cybermen, the Cybers Industry Cybermen. I love those Cybermen. I think it's one of the strongest Cybermen. I've never really been keen on Cyberman episodes. I just don't feel like they're ever put it to their full potential. But for sure, that 2-part Cyberman story is definitely one of the strongest. And then of course at the end of the series, you've got, then of course at the end of the series you got the 2-part finale, and that's an emotional one, to say the least. Like, personally, I liked 10 Rows, so yeah, that's another one that's that's another episode that so there are 2 more episodes that I really like. Yeah, so next I'm going to put series 10. Again, another fantastic series, especially again the finale. It's another one I like. One, because John Sims Master's back, my favourite master, with the goatee as well, which makes me I really wish it had that in series 3 as well. But yeah, series 10 it's another solid series, to be honest. There's nothing wrong with it. It's solid, especially, again, like I said, especially that finale. Like, Yeah, it's another Cyberman story I like, because you've got them on Dacian Cybermen, and they're my second favourite Cybermen, behind the Cyber Industries Cybermen. So yeah, again, again, Series 10, another series I like, and plus I enjoy Bill Potts as a companion as well. Yeah, she was definitely 12's best companion, because like I say, Clara, I just feel like Series 8 ruined Clara, because I mean, yes, again, Series 9 did fix issues, but it just was too late at that point, I feel. Yeah, but yeah, I really enjoyed Bill Potts. Yeah. And now next, I don't know what to do. I'm going to put series. I'm going to put series 3. I'm going to stick to how I've got on here. Series 3, a fantastic series. I know some people don't like how Martha was treated, but in my opinion, it showed the Doctor trying and failing to recover from the loss of Rose. It showed, I enjoyed it. I mean, yes, 42 is one of the worst episodes ever created, and it can burn in hell. That's why it's behind Series 7, because 42 is just a big mess. I'm going to create a separate video on that, because I'm not even going to get into that now, because this video will be 2 hours long. But yeah, Series 3, it's another solid series. Again, I like the Dalek 2-parter. I'm just a sucker for Dalek stories, to be honest. I just love Dalek stories. Yeah, again, the Martha treatment, I feel like it was the I'm not saying it's right, but what I'm saying is it shows really how people are once they lose someone that they love. Like, it's a good way of showing it, and I feel it was right, personally. I feel the way I definitely don't agree with the way Martha was treated, but I feel like it was right. I feel like the way I think I don't know what I'm trying to say, but yeah, I don't agree with it, but I did enjoy Series 3, and I mean, the Family of Blood and Human Nature, oh my god, they are just fantastic episodes, absolutely fantastic episodes. Like, those, they are 2 of my all-time favourite episodes out of all of the episodes ever of Who, including Classic Who. They are in my top 10 straight up. They're so good. Yeah, but that's also, plus we did get Captain Jack back, and who doesn't love Captain Jack? I mean, come on, it's Captain Jack Harkness. Yeah. Now, the final series from my poetic television is Series 7. Now, this one, I mean, some people hate it, some people like it. I love it. I just do. It's how it's split up. You got Series 7 Part A, Series 7 Part B. I just love it. Like, the parts with Amy and Rory. Like, again, the Dalek Asylum. I do like the Dalek Asylum, but it's not my favourite Dalek episode by any means, because I feel if the Dark Asylum had been a Cyberman episode, it would have been my favourite Cyberman episode, because it makes sense for the Cybermen to have an asylum. It doesn't make sense for the Daleks. The Cybermen, for sure, because the Cybermen, it works, but the Daleks, it just doesn't make sense. Like, yeah. And I'll bring up why that is when I get to series 5. But yeah, and then 7B with Clara. I feel series 7 Clara was the best Clara. It just worked. And I mean, series 7 has one of my favourite episodes actually. This might surprise people, but I'm a big fan of the Bells of St. John. I feel like it's just a good rainy day episode. Like, if you're in doubt and you just don't know what to watch, just put on the Bells of St. John and you'll pass 45 minutes away easily. I love that episode. I don't know why. It's nothing special, but it just works. It just does. Yeah. Series 7's just a solid season in my opinion. It's massively underrated. I don't think it deserves the hate it gets. Like I say again, it's just an amazing series, and it's definitely got the best Clara. And I mean also the Amy and Rory, and of course it's also got Amy and it's also called, of course, seals off the Amy and Rory story. The Angels Take Manhattan, that's a emotional episode to say the least. That ending is that is some powerful stuff. The way they think all the angels are gone and then the one survived, and then Rory gets taken, and then Amy, and then you see that Amy can't live without Rory, and then she gets taken by the angel as well, and then how the Doctor goes back to and then how the Doctor then goes back to New York in the present day and gets that page from the book and reads it. Yeah, that is some emotional stuff. Yeah, but now let's get into the legendary tier, and this is pretty much gonna, I mean, to be fair, I pretty much stuck to the tier list, but legendary staying how it is. First up in legendary we have series 5. Now I don't think there's much wrong with series 5. Excuse me. My only issue is Victory of the Daleks. That, yeah, the Paradigm Daleks, don't like them. I don't see the point in them at all. I don't understand why. I don't understand why they were invented, because by the end of series 5 they were basically retconned. They had no use. Like, yeah, like, I mean, you saw 2 of them in the Pandora Opens, but they were just useless in the end. They were, I'm open to my mind being changed on them. I'm hoping Big Finish get the rights to them and then create some stuff, because I know Big Finish will do a good job with them, and hopefully then I'm going to like them. But I think the colours are, I just think the colours don't work. They're too bright for a Dalek. I know it sounds boring, but I like the RTD Daleks. Okay, I just love the RTD. Everyone knows I love the RTD era. The RTD Daleks are just, they're just amazing. And yeah, the Paradigm Daleks, they just don't they just have no use at all. But yeah, apart from that, series 5 solid. The rest of the episodes are just amazing, especially the Van Gogh episode. Oh my god, the way that is the best I've ever seen a TV show handle mental health issues. Like, there was no like trying to make it seem there was no trying to make it seem better than what it is. It was straight up and honest. And as someone who suffers with a few mental health issues, it's definitely the best I've seen a TV show handle it. Yeah, and yeah, like I say, Series 5 is just amazing, apart from Victory of the Daleks. And now, moving on. Next, we have Series 1. Again, a solid season. Christopher Eccleston, who like brought Doctor Who back in 2005. I'll never forget watching Rose at the age of 3 because my dad is a massive Doctor Who fan. So I remember watching Rose at 3. That's one of my earliest memories, and just instantly falling in love with the show. His season is just amazing. Apart from I can't remember it, but I forget the name of the episode. The one with Bloody Adam in it. Bloody, yeah. You know which episode. I can never remember the name of it. Yeah. Oh yeah, the long game. That one. Yeah, long game. It's because of Adam. Straight up. Dalek is good because it's Dalek, and again, it's a Dalek story, and it's an amazing Dalek story. But long game, but the rest of Series 1 just outshines the long game anyway, so it's not annoying. Yeah, Series 1's just amazing, isn't it? That finale, parting of the ways. Yeah, it's one of the best finales in my opinion. It's just amazing. Just overall, Series 1 is Series 1 is my second best series. Eccleston and Billy Piper, it's like I say, Eccleston brought the show back, and he deserves the respect he gets because he was an amazing Doctor, and I'm very excited for next year when we get to hear him come reprise the role in Big Finish. I'm very excited for that. And finally, you all know what it is. Let's be honest, you all know. Everyone knows what I'm going to say because it just is the best series of all time, in my opinion, obviously. But Series 4, in my opinion, there is not one single episode that isn't a 10 out of 10. The whole this is just me going on about my love for the 10th Doctor. But in my opinion, there isn't a single episode in this series that isn't a 10 out of 10. Every episode, from Voyager of the Damned all the way to Journey's End, it's all 10 out of 10s. Every single episode. Name one, it's a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. Like, even a Doctor's Door, I know that's not liked, but for me, it's a 10 out of 10, straight up. I don't care, it just is. It's my video, it's my opinion, it's my tier list. I can say what I like, and yeah, it's a 10 out of 10. It just is. It's perfection. It's what a series should. I'm not saying it should. It definitely shouldn't be a copy and paste job, but it should model itself off of Series 4. If there was a series to model another series off, it would be Series 4. That, of course, change everything, but just Series 4 just combines everything and it works. Something that other series have failed to do. Like I say, Series 4, there isn't a single episode that isn't a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. It's just, oh my god, it's just amazing. And I'm so glad I have the Steelbook version. That I've been watching it, and it's Series 4 cures. Literally, Series 4 is the cure to my depression. I'm not even joking. Like, as soon as I'm depressed, I put it on. Depression's cured. Series 4 is just, I mean, it's got my favourite ever Dalek story in it. Stolen Love and Journey's End. yeah, it's got the Doctor's daughter, another episode I like. It's got Planet of the Ood, and I love that story. Yeah, and then of course it's got Silence of the Library. It's got Midnight, another story. Oh, like I say, every episode in that series is a 10 out of 10 straight up. And I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion, obviously, but for me, I will always argue. Well, I will always say every episode in that series is a 10 out of 10. But obviously, everyone's going to disagree with me. Let's be honest. That's going to be a big controversial opinion. Let's be honest. People will disagree with me too there, and I will respect it as long as you're nice about it. I'll respect it. Yeah. But that completes my tier list, and I've just realised this video is 30 minutes long. This is going to take me all night to render and edit. But yeah, I've hoped you enjoyed the video. I apologise it's a long one, but I just enjoy talking. I just enjoy talking about Doctor Who. Nothing makes me happier. And to be honest, there's loads more videos coming, don't you worry. Like I said, there's going to be a video just taking apart 42, for example. I got this idea because I'm in a group chat with two of my best mates, Matthew Rose and Joe Nicholas, and Matthew turned around and said to me, why don't I do YouTube videos of me just talking how I feel, like just giving my opinions on Doctor Who? And I was like, sounds like a good idea. But I want to know if you guys enjoy this, because I enjoy it. I enjoy just talking about the show. I can talk about it for days. It makes me happy. But yeah, like I said, there's gonna be loads more videos coming. My upload schedule is gonna take off. And that announcement, I've got a big announcement coming. I know I've teased it for a while, but I'm just putting the final pieces of Lego together. Do you know when you got those final pieces of Lego on a big Lego set, and you're just putting the final pieces together? And it's coming, trust me, don't you worry, it's coming. It'll be here when it's time, but I'm very excited for it. But yeah, as you can tell, I'm in a good mood at the minute, because it's Christmas. Oh yeah, Merry Christmas everyone. I know we're in tier 4, and it's just shit, but Merry Christmas everyone, and I really, really hope you all have a wonderful Christmas. I hope you stay safe. I hope if you're alone, you don't suffer too badly. My Twitter DMs are always open. If you're alone and you're feeling down, please message me, and I will just listen. But yeah, I hope you all stay safe. I hope you all have an absolutely amazing Christmas, and I shall see you all soon.